It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and this is quickly becoming one of our more popular segments that we do.
Yeah.
To our surprise, closure call.
Oh, people like feelings. Sometimes they're really like, it's a beautiful thing.
They're helpful.
Yeah.
I can say that for
Helpful
sure.
is a great word.
And in past editions, we've talked with a lot of people who've basically ghosted on a loved one or on a close friend. But normally it's long-term ghosting.
Right.
Like what happened to you 10 years ago? What happened 15 years ago? Why'd you tell me we were going to go out for pizza, but then I woke up the next morning in an orphanage?
What?
Those sort of situations.
I don't remember that one.
It's long-term stuff like that. But today is different because we're only a month in on this ghosting.
Uh-oh.
And I say only a month just because I'm comparing it to the other ones that we've done before.
Yeah.
But a month is actually a pretty long time to get ghosted for somebody that you're in a committed relationship with.
Oh, my God.
And that's kind of the situation with one of our listeners, Jen. So, Jen, thanks for being with us.
Hi guys, how are you?
Probably better than you. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm doing okay. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of what's happening and so that I can be even better.
Also,
Okay.
don't worry.
Okay.
Brooke says that to everybody, like probably better than you.
Yeah.
The happy segments.
Jen, help us understand what's going on in your life. Tell us about yourself and your situation.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to start off by saying I'm really thankful to be talking to you guys because I was actually thinking about hiring a private investigator to help me out with this, but
Whoa.
it's just so expensive. It's so expensive.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
free.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
Oh, we really should
Yeah.
charge for
I
this. All right. So, wow, that sounds kind of serious. What's going on?
Well, it's my fiance. His name is Bryson,
Fiancé.
and he might be my ex-fiance. I'm not actually quite sure at this
Oh,
point.
What?
no.
Wait, do you guys live together?
Yeah, tell us about you and Bryson.
Yeah, no, we don't live together, but we met about 2 years ago. We were at a sporting event, and when I thought he'd probably spend the whole time watching the game, he wanted to talk to me the whole time, which was awesome and felt good. And
Wow.
I think for the most part, it was probably the most normal dating experience I've ever had.
Oh, that's a red flag. As soon as you're like, oh, everything's wonderful, that's when you know it's all terrible.
Too good to
No,
be true.
yeah.
That's not true.
I think
Don't
that
say
is a flag
that.
for
It's
something.
not.
Like-
It shouldn't be, though.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? This is too easy.
So wait, did you know, like, how soon into the relationship did you know that you wanted to marry him?
Honestly, he was pretty awesome from the beginning, but I was kind of a little commitment phobic, so it wasn't until really about a year in that I was thinking about it.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And about 4 months ago, he actually proposed.
Aww.
Hey.
What did
Yeah.
what was that like?
It was very simple, and it was really beautiful. It was in a park, and it felt like there was a lot of love behind it.
Okay.
I don't understand. You haven't talked to him in a month? Is that what you're saying? Like, he's gone?
Yeah, well, so after he proposed, we've just been having this kind of hit or miss type of situation. So he'll usually get a work trip, and he'll go away for a week, and then he'll kind of call me, but the time we talk, it gets less and less. And then he'll return home, and then everything's great.
That doesn't sound like, I wouldn't be super worried about that just because now I would be because I know that he's totally gone. But in the moment, I would just think, oh, we're actually doing this. We're on the same page. He just feels so comfortable in the commitment that he doesn't need to check in all the time.
That's true.
He's working.
Yeah, and he's working.
I mean, at first, of course, you're constantly talking and what are you doing? What are you up to? But eventually, you're like, oh, I know what they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're at work. They're busy.
And it can be hard if someone's halfway across the world to get your schedules matched up and communicating,
zones.
across time zones must be really hard.
Sure.
And it's been such a relaxing relationship that I wouldn't think there would be anything wrong anyway.
Okay.
So what made you reach out to us for help now?
Well, so he had a business trip that took him overseas, which isn't totally abnormal, but he said he was going to be gone for a week.
Okay.
So 5 days specifically trip.
Okay.
And then he called at that 5-day mark and said that they had to extend the stay for work-related reasons. But progressively, as this trip was going on, he wasn't calling me back as often. He's not responding to my texts. Then after the 10-day mark, which he should have been back from his extended stay, he mentioned that he's got to stay that yet again for a more extended time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So wait, how long ago was that?
Since then, he's been gone now a month
Oh.
On what was supposed to be a 5-day trip.
of what was supposed to be a 5-day. And his texts are very vague and super weird. And I even asked him the last time I actually got to talk to him, should I be worried? And he said no, and everything was fine. And
I don't believe him.
Yeah. And then the big reason why I'm calling you guys is because he finally sent me a text message and saying very vaguely that he's not going to be home for a while.
What?
Just out of the blue?
Yeah, that was it. And now I'm even questioning whether he ever even went anywhere. I mean, I'm questioning everything at this point.
You guys have to have mutual friends, after being together for so long and engaged. Like, has anybody else heard anything? Like his buddies? Like,
it's funny you asked that because I actually realized just the other day, I'm like, I don't really know a lot of his close friends.
Oh.
He's always at work and he says he's all these work friends and there's no one that we connect with together in a way that I feel like I could call them.
Okay. Well, just because you don't have a lot of close friends doesn't mean that you're a sketchy person. I just want to make that clear, okay? But
that is a worrisome thing. Like, why wouldn't you know other people that are close to him in his life?
I actually haven't introduced him pretty deeply into my good friends yet either, which, speaking about it now, is kind of strange. But we've been so close together and we haven't really, hadn't really ventured out into that.
All right. Well, you know us, Jen. We don't like to pry into people's business very much.
Well,
Except
exactly
for that's what
we do.
it is the opposite of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We don't like it. We love it.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to try and be your private investigators right now, Jen. We're going to be gumshoes. And like always, you and producer Boyd worked together to come up with 4 questions to send to Bryson. Was that difficult for you? I mean, I'm imagining that must have been really hard to come up with 4 things to ask him.
Mostly because I don't know that I really want to know the answer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point.
And it's hard not to swear in the middle of your questions, like, what the F is wrong with you? As one of them.
I feel more hurt and betrayed, than angry at this point.
I bet your head's just swimming in worst case scenarios. Mine would be.
Well, and it's definitely worst case scenarios. I haven't really thought of any good case scenarios at this point.
Yeah.
It could be good. He could have ran for a political office. He's like the president of another country right now.
Well,
Congratulate him right now.
that seems legit, Jose.
I like the
You're
optimism,
moving too.
but numerous times we've tried to see if he'd participate in this segment, and he said no thanks.
Oh, no.
So unfortunately, that's the end. No closure today.
Stop it.
Just kidding. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Stop it.
I'm kidding. We did leave him dozens of texts, though, saying Jen needs answers. Please tell her what is going on. You're not even calling her anymore. And he did finally respond to us.
Oh, no. Is it, wait, oh, my God. Jen, what are you thinking?
I'm just really worried that he would respond to you guys, but not me. That worries me a little bit.
So you and producer Boyd worked on those 4 questions together to send him. We sent those off and we got our answers. We're going to hear what your fiance, Bryson, had to say about why he's been missing for a month when we do your closure call next. If you're just joining us, we're right in the middle of doing a closure call. And we were joking a little earlier about how private investigators cost a lot of money, and that's why people turn to us because it's free.
Yeah.
But is it really? Because I just want to thank Jen first for being open with us. She has to share a lot of personal details about what's going on in her life, and she has no idea how this is going to play out. So,
okay, you're saying there's no dollar amount on it, but there may be an emotional stake.
Yeah, it can take a toll having to put all this out on the radio. So,
That's true.
Jen, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for helping me.
Yeah. I'm actually pretty worried about you going into this. I mean, are you thinking right now that the wedding is off? Like, where are you at in your head?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't worried, but our relationship up to this point has been really honest and caring. So I believe that there's an answer.
Yeah. I mean, honest and caring, but also ghosting at the same time. So we're trying to balance that. If you don't know what we're talking about,
man.
Jen's fiance, Bryson, has been kind of MIA over the last month, ever since he went on a business trip overseas. So we reached out to him, and Jen is going to hear the answers for the first time here at the same moment as all of our listeners do. So
I still like to stay positive. I still think there's something positive that could be here. Like he's searching the world for the perfect flower for your wedding.
Or he's like you and he just can't
That'd be
figure out what
nice.
time zone he's in.
Yeah. He's literally just sleeping in every day. Oh,
the
shoot, my
worst
wife.
case of jet lag ever.
Yeah.
But
See?
just to remind everyone how this works, Jen and our producer work together to send 4 questions, and we tell the person they can answer them however they want as long as they answer all of them honestly.
Oh, man.
Because that's the only way we're going to help our listeners get any closure here. And remember, the reason why these people tend to answer is just so that producer Boyd will finally leave them alone.
He's very persistent.
He's very persistent, very obnoxious with him
Annoying.
trying to get answers.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it
It's like
works.
way worse than a telemarketer.
And look, it worked with your fiance, Bryson, Jen. He did respond.
Oof.
So we have your first question here. We're going to get into it, okay?
Okay.
You feeling a little nervous?
Little is an understatement. I'm very, very nervous.
Okay.
We got you, and at least you're finding out anything bad before the wedding, and hopefully you guys can work through it.
Yeah, that's a good
You
point,
know?
Brooke.
So, question 1, Jen is extremely worried about you and your safety. Are you okay? Are you in any danger?
Okay.
We thought it might be good to get that out
That's
of the
a
way.
good, question. Because if he says yes, then we're like, okay, no more
So-
questions
And
needed.
we need
Did-
to call someone.
Did
Yeah,
he
exactly.
respond with like magazine cutouts of letters all,
Ransom
glued
note?
together like a ransom note?
He didn't do that, but I'll tell
Okay.
you, he answered, physically, I'm doing fine. I'm 100% safe.
Okay.
Emotionally,
Oh,
I feel
okay.
extremely overwhelmed and stressed in my personal life.
Uh-oh.
No.
That was all that he said for that question.
That's not what he's relayed to me, but I can understand that.
You can understand why he'd be emotionally in a bad spot right now?
Well, I know work was really busy for him before he left, and then obviously planning for a wedding and getting ready for that. I got super excited, so I started planning stuff pretty quickly.
Did you get any sense that he had cold feet?
Not cold feet, no, but I guess he just hadn't been as responsive to some of my questions. Not anything where this is to just completely like ghost like this is got to be different.
Well, so for question 2, we asked him, where are you? Have you really been traveling abroad for work over the last year, or is all that just a lie?
Oof, that's a hard question.
So he responded, yes, I was traveling. I have been 100% truthful about that. I need to go out of the country all the time for business. But full disclosure, I am not traveling right now.
What?
In fact, I've been back at my apartment for a week,
What?
and I've been completely stressed. I even heard Jen knock once and call my name, but I just pretended I wasn't there.
Oh.
I know that was cowardly of me, but I just wasn't ready to face her.
Dang. Wow, so
Are you okay, Jen?
I'm just really confused.
Yeah, take a deep
Really,
breath.
really confused.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I know
he's
this is a
definitely
lot.
taking a coward way out for sure if that's what he's trying to do.
I guess what I don't understand is he's the one that pursued me. So I don't understand why all of a sudden he would not be answering my knocks or my calls.
Right. 'Cause,
Is it
I
not?
mean, as a like, you should be his number one. If he's having this emotional, overwhelming time, you should be the person he's going to.
Or at least do me the courtesy of telling me to go away or something.
You should at least put a note on the door for her that's like, hey, Jen, I need a break. Please don't knock.
Yeah, or
If
like,
fiance knocks, I'm not
or
here.
how long was this break gonna be?
I know.
Yeah, no,
Like-
and that's the question, Alexa.
Let's continue. We'll go to our third
boy.
question that we sent him, which was, what doesn't Jen know? Are you afraid to tell her something?
Wow, good question.
Or are you really just very busy overseas? And again, remember, we would have written that one differently if we could have read his answer before this.
Yeah.
But we sent all the questions at one time. So I have his response here, Jen. And
Does she need to sit down?
yeah, I don't know. I read through this real quick, so you might just want to prepare yourself for this, okay?
Oh, boy.
Okay.
So he wrote back, he said, I felt guilty about this for a long time.
Uh-oh.
And I don't expect you to understand, but for the last year, I've been seeing another woman overseas who I fell in love with.
Oh,
He says, I'll spare you the details, but on my last business trip, we got married.
no.
I know that's probably very shocking, and I feel terrible about hurting your feelings, but we're all adults here, and you knew that it wasn't going great between us.
Oh.
Wait. Do you think he's messing with you? Because that cannot be. There's no way.
Really? We're thinking he said things weren't going well. Have you guys been rocky or?
I know you were telling us in the first part of this call that ever since you guys got engaged, it's been kind of hit or miss. Maybe that's what he's referring to.
Oh,
I honestly don't even know what to say.
what a jerk. So he goes and gets married while he's overseas, and now he's
Yeah,
back in
what?
his apartment by himself where his new bride, like,
Yeah,
he's
that's
like
weird.
terrible to both women in his life.
Yeah,
obviously.
I
like,
actually
that is.
wonder if she knows about you, like the other wife.
That's a
Probably,
good
you guys
question.
probably don't even know about each other.
We're running out of time here, so we're going to get to the fourth question that we sent. The last one, it said,
Oh my God.
Is there,
Excuse me, are you joking?
it said, is there anything else that Jen needs to know?
Oh, I hope it's a long answer.
wow.
So, I mean, we kind of just gave him an open forum to tell us
Yeah.
whatever he needed to say. And
Are you ready, Jen?
I just can't even imagine what else he would need to say at this point. So I don't know if I'm ready.
well, here's what he said. He wrote back, obviously, it's over between us. and I would like to stop by sometime next week to collect my things.
What?
No.
Oh no, you are burning
I
all
hate him.
his stuff.
I hate
This is low
he
right
does
here.
not
Oh,
get his
no.
things.
Hold
They
on.
cannot
Wait,
get lower
listen,
than that.
listen to what he said.
I'm
He
scared.
said, please tell her to include the engagement ring. It's an expensive diamond, and I purchased it with my money, which he wrote in caps.
Oh my God.
That is
What
so...
I hate him.
Then, hold on, then he follows that up with, I wish Jen nothing but the best.
Ew,
dude.
get out.
And
my
I
God.
am truly
Oh,
sorry
no.
it ended this way, but I do think we'll
my
both be
God.
happier in the end.
You will be, Jen.
Respectfully, I ask you not to try to text, call, or come over, as my new wife lives with me now.
Oh my gosh.
I honestly, it's so overwhelming. I can't even. It's so overwhelming, and definitely not giving him his stuff.
Well, that's not very nice, Jen. Sorry, I joke.
Yeah, sorry. It's fine. She needed that.
I mean, like,
Oh,
I'm so sorry that you had to hear all that.
Yeah. You just have to remember in all of this, you're not the bride living in that terrible
Yeah.
apartment with that terrible person.
There's no
Like,
way that
You
that's gonna
escaped,
last.
if anything. You got out
Yeah.
unscathed. You just
Yeah.
give back that, or no, throw away the ring, whatever you do with the ring.
Unscathed, but yeah,
Well,
she
you
got
know,
out.
Yeah, the other woman is stuck with him.
I'm just really thankful for you guys because honestly, I don't even know. Like, I would have never heard from them, and I would still be wondering. So I'm really thankful for your help, even if it's not what I wanted to hear.
Oh, you deserve all the happiness in the whole world.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
it just makes me cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you never really know what you're gonna get whenever we do these closure calls. So some of them turn out good, and some of them turn out not so good.
Well,
But
yeah.
hopefully, it brings a little bit of closure to you at the end of the day, Jen.
Yeah, I'm just thankful it's not like a 10-year closure, and that that it is just a month, I guess.
Do you have someone in your life you can go see right now and hug and cry with?
Yeah, I can go to my sister's.
Okay. That's good.
If you need a laugh, Jen, I'm always here too. Why are you guys laughing?
I don't know. That just came off weird. I don't know.
You came off needier than she did.
Thank you, Jose.
Sometimes we all need a hug, and I'm
Okay.
here for you,
Well,
Jen.
text into 78592. Tell us what you thought about the closure call today.
Oh my gosh.
And tell us if you need a new engagement ring on the super cheap, because I hear there's one available.
No, not even super cheap.
Oh, yeah, give her her money.
On the reg.
Yeah.
Jen
Let's
needs to
go.
get that dough.
Yeah, she
We're
does.
talking 10K or more right now.
Better be.
I'm with you.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.